for Kilmarnock this afternoon. A 5-goal encounter at the weekend against Inverness saw Kilmarnock come into the final on the back of the win. 2 changes, Alan Combe is fit and starts. Grant Murray is replaced by Simon Ford.
As usual, Jim and Billy go for a normal 4-4-2. A lot's been said about Stephen Naismith, but I do think Colin Nish does an awful lot of work off the ball that allows Naismith room to do stuff.
For Hibs, a first SPL win in 4 matches. That was their preparation for the final, defeating Falkirk by 2-0. 1 change to the side. Ivan Sproul is preferred to Merouane Zimama.
Well, there's quality all through their side, isn't it? 4-3-3. You could quite easily turn into 4-4-2 with Sproul pushing into wide right and Scott Brown in the park.
So the substitutes this afternoon, Ryan O'Leary, the youngster there, but great experience on both benches. Kevin McCann, also the youngster for Hibs. Simon Brown is the substitute goalkeeper. Well, the Kilmarnock fans in the blue and white fluttering all around across to our left-hand side, the west end of the ground. The men from the west and from the east, they've come in their numbers again, although some with better hairstyles than others. And the Hibs fans have come here. They've experienced great disappointment in recent times here.
Yeah, and I think they come here in expectation. You know, you touched on the atmosphere there. The atmosphere from both sets of fans is absolutely fantastic. And I think as well, it's caught the imagination of neutrals because they're 2 well-known teams for getting the ball down, passionate, quality on either side. But the fans inside the stadium are making it a real occasion. Fabulous.
Well, most of us can only dream of what it'd be like to be standing at the tunnel at Hampden ahead of a major cup final. The few final frustrating seconds before being led out on the Hampden canvas, where so many fine artists have showed what they're capable of. Neither team wishing to take the lonely walk back to the dressing room at the conclusion of the match, clutching a runners-up medal. It's the CIS Insurance Cup final of 2007. It's Kilmarnock and Hibernian. Well, the noise around this famous old stadium is simply tremendous. A great thrill for all these players to come out and see everybody here in such number. Over 52,000 people here. Hibs with a slight numerical advantage, but the Kilmarnock fans have made sure that hasn't told in the build-up. A few nervous-looking players though. Well,
there is, and you're saying numerical advantage, but I think the Kilmarnock fans bought more flags because they've got unbelievable flags down there. You know, the ground. The players will be nervous just now, particularly the younger ones. But it's up to the older ones just to calm them down. And you know what? It's good to be nervous for a cup final. Once you get started, that should disappear.
Well, Jim Jeffries has experienced cup final success. He's experienced disappointment as well. But what a moment for John Collins. He started the season kicking back in Monaco, and just a few months later, here on the 18th of March 2007, he leads his side to a major cup final. Well, Gary Hay just leading the Kilmarnock line. With plenty of mascots as well. Big moment for them as well. Alan Combe was delighted that he was fit again. Fraser Wright also running through. These are the moments the players just want to get on with things. It is very, very cold, very blustery down below us. And hopefully that won't detract from the style of football that they'll play.
No, I spoke to Jim Jeffries there on today and he asked me what the weather was like, and I said you'll get 4 seasons in the first half. But I don't think the wind is as bad as it was yesterday in the games yesterday, so they should be able to get the ball down and play a little bit.
Poor form in December and early January prompted both managers to change their goalkeepers. Osibi Malkowski and Graham Smith started the first 3 rounds, but it's Ali McNeil who keeps his place in goal for Hibs today. The semi-final was only his 8th top team appearance, and despite being injured last month, he's won his place back. It's the first final for Alan Combe, 12 years the senior of his opposite number. He recovered from a calf strain to start today. And when you talk about underrated players, I know the guys did before the match. Jamie Fowler is often mentioned. His dad Jim reached the semi-final in 1974 of this competition, and in league football played against Pat Stanton, who lifted the trophy for Hibs back in 1972. Stephen Whittaker watched from the bench back in 2004 against Livingston. Part of the evening was spent in the company of other survivors, particularly Scott Brown, but at 22 and 21 respectively, they're older and wiser and will draw on the memories of that day. The pair combined for almost 300 top team appearances. Our referee is Dougie McDonald. He took charge of the Scottish Cup final last season, which went all the way to penalty shootouts. That may be required again to separate these sides. two thrilling semi-finals. Kilmarnock ever present, Fowler, Greer, Naismith and Wright. They make two changes from their semi-final side. Ian De Giacomo preferred for Silla and Quinn. Hibs, no Stewart, Martis or Shields in Benjamin, Hogg and Stevenson. The start of what should be a very memorable encounter between Hibs and Kilmarnock. The CIS Insurance Cup final of 2007 is underway. Kilmarnock immediately forward through Johnson, trying to get through onto Naismith, but he was always looking offside.
Really good start though. I mean, he was offside there. I thought Johnson made a pop-it goal there.
So Rob Jones, the Hibs captain. Now David Murphy. Not an easy ball back at all. Not the best of communication between Murphy and Jones to start the match.
Even in the early part of the game, 30 seconds gone, it looks like Kilmarnock going to press the ball really high up the pitch.
Alan Johnson, neatly out wide to Peter Leven, hooked away by Hogg. Johnson, back onto Gary Hay. Colin Nish is the aerial threat, bowled over by Rob Jones. The referee quite happy with the challenge. Lewis Stevenson wasn't in the team at the start of the season, now in a cup final. Forward to Scott Brown, nicely on to Fletcher. Fletcher goes past his man, eventually crowded out by Gordon Greer. Well, the referee has decided it was a free kick.
Well, Hibs get the break here. I mean, to be honest, Dougie McDonald, excellent referee. I think it's poor refereeing. I think Colin Nish took a knock in the head there, and he should have stopped the game here. Didn't really see. That was a tangle of legs here, wasn't it, with Fletcher?
Colin Nish is up and is okay once more. Stephen Fletcher, he's 19 years old. Alan Cole. Long ball out, flipped on by Paul De Giacomo. Didn't take part in the semi-final, but he's played his way into the plans of Jim Jeffries. Last season Celtic won this trophy for the 13th time. Today Kilmarnock looking to become the 13th different team to win the competition. Last season's final, Celtic beat them 4-1. Today Kilmarnock and Hibs. Ball played wide for Ivan Sproul, but he can't get on the end of it. He's had mixed memories of Hampden, Ivan Sproul.
Yeah, he has. I mean, as I said, he is capable of petrol, but he can win a game. That is the type of ball Hibs look for a lot. You know, the ball over the left full back for Sproul to get onto.
Smith beaten to it by Hogg. And a touch for Andy McNeil. Murphy just trying to fire the ball forward, turned away by Fowler. And a sliding challenge, a strong one on the far side from Gary Hay. Ivan Sproul sprawling on the ground, and the snow and the sleet falling. I think the last League Cup final to have this kind of weather was Rangers 4, Hearts 3, would settle for a 7-goal thriller. So Rob Jones forward, scored the quarter-final goal against Hearts. So Fraser Wright almost getting in the way of Gordon Greer there. The two players at the heart of defence. Alan Combe happy to grab the ball.
Just a little bit surprised Alan Combe hasn't, you know, made that his own. You know, there's nobody, no Hibs player in the vicinity. Just come and take it early in the game.
Rob Jones gets away from Naismith. Johnson flicks it on to De Giacomo. Simon Ford, unfamiliar at right full-back. Under pressure as well. Fletcher, infield to Benjamin, knocked away by Greer. Poor pass across by Bozalot. Fowler to Johnson. The two work so hard in the midfield.
And Hibs have went 4-3-3. I think Ivan Sproul sometimes tucks back in, but they're definitely starting 4-3-3.
Forward onto Nish from Naismith. De Giacomo driving in just at the edge of the box. Can he pull the trigger across? Good blocking challenge from David Murphy, and the first corner kick of the final goes the way of Kilmarnock.
It was a good tackle by Murphy, but De Giacomo, just really positive play. If he doesn't get the ball in the box, he's going to win inside a corner.
Kilmarnock have never scored in the final of the League Cup, and they're desperate to do so. 4 finals, blanks in each. Leaving with a left foot. McNeil stays on his line. Nish tries to send the header across. Mike Naismith, good save away from McNeil. Good reaction. Jones completed the clearance. Stevie Naismith with the first opportunity of the match.
Yeah, I think Colin Nish does well. Muscles in the back post, just gets a touch on it. It's a great effort by Naismith. Lewis Stevenson might have cleared it off the line. Interesting, Hibs are leaving 2 men up the park at corner kicks in the cup final.
So Colin Nish always a danger. Stevie Naismith a hat-trick in the semi-final, not the youngest player to score a hat-trick for Killie in this competition though. It was Tommy McLean. Gary Hay waits for it. Benjalun beats him to it, sends it forward. Here comes Ivan Sproul. Sproul moving forward. Fowler in front of him. Well, Ivan Sproul almost going through. Good challenge away. Murphy, challenged by Naismith. Comes on to Fletcher, might dig from there. Chance for Naismith, but he showed too much of the ball to Rob Jones.
And Rob Jones was delighted to get that type of opportunity early in the game to go and rattle Stephen Naismith, because you know you'll have a problem during the game with him. You almost saw Rob Jones' eyes light up there from up here when he went for that tackle.
Jim Jeffries has got the unhappy face on. That's the one he normally has in the dugout, to be fair. Be concerned. Perhaps just finding a little bit of space. Whittaker infield. Picked up well by Fowler. Well, given away. I thought he was just challenged unfairly by Bouzolani, was. And the free kick goes the way of Kilmarnock.
I think you saw from Alan Coombs' kick out there that pitch side it is very, very windy.
So Colin Nish being picked up by Stephen Whittaker. Alan Greer's come up as well. Colin Nish never scored in this tournament. He's on the end of the ball. And a good challenge. Whittaker comes across. Called up to the Scotland squad, Stephen Whittaker, a few months ago, but had to withdraw. And Colin Nish is going to be there or thereabouts with them all afternoon. Rob Jones with a header away. Again, swirling wind and rain right round Hampden. It's not dampened the enthusiasm of other sets of fans. Nish tries to get away from Whittaker. Nice touch from Whittaker, tries to go past Leven. And as far as Gary Hay. Nicely back into Nish, there's Johnson, good play from Killie. Tried to set up, ball whipped in. And Rob Jones away, Gary Hay not holding on, came through. Was he touched by Stephen Whittaker? Well, the challenge, the referee didn't like it, free kick.
Yeah, I think it was a free kick. I think you'll see Stephen Whittaker actually did get the ball, but I think his foot's raised and a little bit ready to get none of the ball. It was a definite foul. I think the fact that his leg was raised made Dougie McDonald's mind up for him.
So the early pressure from the men in blue and white. Fraser Wright, 3 goals in this competition this season. Tussling with Hogg. Ball delivered. Jones again got the header down. And hook clear. And Scott Brown was trying to move away very quickly there. Nice defending in the midfield.
Well, Peter Leven had to make that challenge because Scott Brown was off.
Scott Brown on the ball. Ivan Sproul. Sproul against Leven. Holds up, goes past his man. Well, there's a disappointment there for Ivan Sproul. He felt he got unfairly caught. He's certainly hurt. Not really sure what Gary Hay could have done to get out of his way.
Well, you're saying he's certainly hurt. I can tell you right now, I bet he's not hurt. They'll be up in 30 seconds. It is a foul. There's no doubt it's a foul there, first of all. And then Sproul does really well here. There's nothing in that at all. It's a free kick. Good play by Ivan Sproul. Doesn't need to roll about though.
Should be away from Fraser Wright. Murphy from Stevenson. Murphy tried to take on Johnson. He's done exceptionally well. He could try and pull it back. Fletcher got the touch. Gordon Greer came across and he had to. Now Paul de Jacquemot. Up to Colin Nish. Well, cup finals are meant to be tense and nervy affairs. Thankfully, nobody stole either sets of play. Ivan Sproul. He used magic once more. David Murphy goes along. Here's the shout from Whittaker. Nobody going short to Whittaker. Cross comes over, it's too deep, it goes past Fletcher.
In these type of conditions, it is hard to judge a quick ball like that. They just, it's unlike Stephen Whittaker. Usually his cross is a great asset for him. Just overhit it there.
So Simon Ford, with a knee injury last season, didn't play an awful lot. Came back, worked his way back into the side. David Murphy, who watched his Middlesbrough side when he was a youngster collect the Carling Cup, now wants a winner's medal of his own. Jones hooks it down to Fletcher, to Stevenson. Stevenson handling the occasion well. Benjelloun too. That's a delightful ball. Here's Ivan Sproul. Hibs in full flow. Sproul beaten to it by Hawkins, by Hay on that far side. Delightful pass.
It was, and you see when Sproul gets the ball, Jim Jeffries always obviously told Peter Leaving to double up with Gary Hay just because Ivan Sproul's threat.
The long ball through, looking for Fletcher. Simon Ford almost manhandling him there. The referee was right there on the spot to say there was nothing untoward. Simon Ford hasn't played in the last 2 matches, but gets the call. Don't worry, not fit enough. Nice the target. On to De Giacomo. Sounds have lost their last 2 finals of this competition. In these hard conditions, Stevenson gets away from him. Good one-handed save. Alan Johnson couldn't make the challenge, he would have taken him down.
He would have. Great play by Lewis Stevenson. He just done it for legs, didn't he? And Alan Coombe, good save. You wonder why there's not Hibs man there to go and tuck it in.
Alan Combe will save. Hibs again coming. Good sliding challenge by Colin Nish. He's been dragged further and further back.
He has, and young Lewis Stevenson, he started the game brilliantly.
He's on the ball again. Little flick ball into the box, turned away by Greer. That's a nice touch from Peter Leaving. On to Naismith. Naismith looks up, he hopes Leaving's made the running hand. He's been well tracked back on the far side by Chris Hogg.
Yeah, good defending by Chris Hogg there.
He wasted him for pace.
He did, and then he takes an early strike. It might have been at the far post, but Stevenson does really well there. He gets it across the goalkeeper, so if the goalie makes a save, it's going to come down, and you think maybe Hibs falling out to stick it in.
Ivan Sproul has to go inside his man. The referee saw nothing wrong with the challenge. Nowhere to go for Peter Leaving.
Just a little ominous for Kilmarnock how easy the Hibs are getting the ball to Ivan Sproul's feet. So when he gets that, more so in the last third of the field, he'll cause them real problems.
Trying to dry the ball. It might be a hard thing here this afternoon. Swirling snow all around Hampden. As Benjelloun can't get the better of Fraser Wright. Gordon Greer has to react quickly. That was about all he could do just to make sure he cleared his lines.
It's great credit to the players that are still trying to knock the ball about. You tend to find it's a shame, but the team that maybe masters the conditions better might come out and talk to them.
Identical SPL records between these sides. Hibs have the better home form of the two. Kilmarnock have travelled better. Neil goes in, Andy McNeil loses out onto Naismith. Well, he was just a little bit slow there, and that was a problem for Hibs. Andy McNeil.
You talk about strikers that chase lost causes. He's the archetypal one. Stephen Naismith, he just never gives up. It's not a foul. You see the hand there, possibly, but really good positive play by Naismith. Just a long ball over the top as well.
So a hat-trick in the semi-final to bring his side here. You watch the Scottish Cup being paraded in Kilmarnock. Some 10 years ago, Stevie Naismith, he now wants to be on the bus and not on the sidelines. Leaving in for Nish. Well, both sets of players shouting for the ball.
You saw 22 players there look at the linesman who kept his flag down. He says, I don't know.
Derek Clark, honest if nothing else. Ball thrown in, Nish almost free. Ball got in there. It was Scott Brown, the only survivor from the starting 11 that played against Livingston 3 years ago. Too far, Gary Hay knocks it in. That just is the kind of ball that can break anywhere in a day like this.
But as in, you know, Scott Brown just overhit his pass a little bit. Scott Brown yet to get into stride.
So Gary Hay, or Hookie as he's known. Nish almost got the flick through. Whittaker, shout of handball. Whittaker plays on. And Scott Brown just stuck his leg out. Ivan Sproul can't keep it in on that far side. Well, John Collins took over this Hibs side. His first match in charge was against Kilmarnock on the 4th of November. And he normally just likes the jacket with a scarf. It's not that kind of weather, as you can see. Fowler heads it on. Naismith being held off by Hogg. Hogg just thumping it out of plays. Well, he's placed back Chris Hogg after losing it for a large part of the season. Lost it to Shelton Martis. Preferred at the back today with Rob Jones. Whittaker, easy with the header. Breaks to Fowler. Fowler goes for the shot. And Andy McNeil will be delighted to have that one in his hands.
Yeah, it's just amazing the amount of times James Fowler gets himself in an area to pick up a loose ball. Decent strike, and you're right, Andy McNeil will be delighted to get a touch of the ball there.
Stevenson back to Murphy. Murphy drew the Giacomo. Stevenson kept it in. It should be Alan Combs' ball, and it is. Well, the man of the match competition, CIS Insurance Football and Coaching Masterclass for your particular team. You can give us a call and agree with Ian McCall. Shout for man of the match. You could have that training session, an intense 2-hour training session with professional coaching staff from your local senior side. We'll also give you the CIS Cup for the day. The possession of the CIS Cup for the year is up for grabs. Down the coast of Ayrshire, across the M8 to Edinburgh. That's the question we're here to decide. De Giacomo. 2 goals last weekend to Alan Johnson. 4. Naismith's made a good run inside Jones. Naismith almost away from Jones. Was that a free kick? George Shaw's flag goes up. Referee Dougie McDonald's whistle sounds around the stadium, and Killie have that free kick.
Well, it's a Stonewall free kick. You know, Rob Jones does not like being out in the wider areas, particularly against a player like Naismith, and he turns him really well. Gives Kilmarnock a decent opportunity.
So Gordon Greer makes his way forward. Another player who's never scored in this competition. This is his 8th appearance, former Clyde man. Now in the blue and white stripes of Kilmarnock. Naismith just trying to move away from Hogg. Leven swings it in, it's deep, the goalkeeper comes and takes it on his 6-yard box. Well, he's been told to play it short, and Stephen Naismith goes in there. Well, he's been told to play the ball short by his manager, Andy McNeil, but he was going for the long kick there, and Dougie McDonald just having a word with Stevie Naismith. I always like to used to see forwards go into the goalkeeper, try and, you know, force something happen.
He tried a Georgie Best there, didn't quite pull it off, but you know, you want the goalie to throw it out, but sometimes he's not on to throw the ball out.
Come on, pick up again, it's a turn. And move forward for Colin Nish. Just running out of space. Colin Nish is a Hibs fan, comes from Musselburgh. And he wants to send everybody in green and white home. I'm disappointed. He won't have to stay at his hometown for a little while now. Brown goes to ground, picked up by Johnson. Naismith had made a run, but Bouzelon made sure that Johnson couldn't escape. Nish with a nibble at Bouzelon. Goes on to Whittaker. Held up well by Benjamin. Being tracked all the way by Fraser Wright. And Chris Hogg just shouts off Stephen Whittaker.
I think he's given a foul there, has he? Stephen Naismith just a little bit overzealous.
Well, he's trying to see what was wrong. Last season's Young Player of the Year, Steven Naismith, just going in a little bit too heavily on Hogg. Up to Benjamin. Well, again, he tried the long pass out to Ivan Sproul, held up on the wing. Goes along and needs to get more on the ball from a Hibs point of view. Launches it forward. It's a lovely pass onto Murphy, who's onside. Murphy supplies. Cole can get there. Benjamin almost in. What a tremendous challenge that was. Wonderful defending. It will have been Jamie Fowler. Now Stevie Naismith goes forwards. Well, from one end to the other, some fantastic action.
Well, Naismith's first touch was amazing. I think it was James Fowler that got the block. But you see Steven Naismith, the caught square. It's a good first touch, then just a little bit too close. In fact, he's in the top corner. It's in there. Andy McNeil's struggling.
Just didn't go away from his body.
Yeah, exactly. Couldn't get a second touch away from himself.
Well, at the other end, it was all about the cross from Murphy that caused the trouble.
I just thought Murphy had taken too long there. And look at that, James Fowler again, picking up a second ball in his own box.
Well, we hope for a cracking final. I think we're getting it.
Definitely. Whenever Scott Brown, most of the time when he gets the ball, he's not anywhere near the ball. James Fowler's close to him.
Good win by Naismith. And Lee McDonald is saying that is going to go Kilmarnock's way. Well, these teams are hard to split, even in terms of possession so far. John Collins just behind Gordon Greer, telling his side to lift it, get the tempo up just that little bit more. That's a terrible ball back from Hay on to Combe. Scott Brown on to Stevenson. Sproul had come to the left hand side, there was no out ball on the right, but Stevenson eventually finds Benjamin, who'd made the good run, slips on a very slippery surface. Now back to Whittaker. Whittaker with a strike.
It's a decent effort by Whittaker. I think you'll see more and more of that. It's great play again by Lewis Stevenson, driving into the heart of Kilmarnock defence. Benjamin just slipping at the wrong moment there. I think the players, it'll get slippier and slippier out there.
So Stephen Whittaker handed his debut under Bobby Williamson, who also had such an influence on this Kilmarnock side. Gives you an idea of the conditions these players are having to play in this afternoon. Murphy claims for it, but it came off the side of his head. The action right below us, and the throw will go the way of Kilmarnock. Scott Brown, that was done more on hope than expectation, picked up by Levin. Pushed across by Fowler. His ball forward, won by Beausoleil. Brown. There's Lewis Stevenson, he's not been afraid to come forward, runs into De Giacomo, does a lovely little pirouette, but Jamie Fowler was there. And Combe just running it along the inside of his 6-yard box. Not a good thing to do. What can come up? Stevie Naismith goes towards the ball, should have left it for Alan Johnson.
I don't need to say a word, you're spot on. I cannot believe Steven Naismith, because the linesman waited to see if Naismith, I tell you what, it was close to being onside in it. He waited to see if Naismith was going to run to the ball. If he'd left it, Johnson was on it. I think Andrew McNeil would probably got there to clear anyway.
Well, Kilmarnock are a side in form, won 5 of the last 7, their only loss at Rugby Park against Rangers. And it's just a long, hopeful ball, plays away. Hibs have had a little dip in form, not won back-to-back matches since the defeat of St Johnstone in the semi-final. And they followed that up with a win in the Scottish Cup against Gretna. But it's not going quite the way John Collins wants.
No, I think he's telling him to take more time in the ball, but I admire John Collins' principles, but at times the conditions dictate how you play. You know, of course you've got to try and get the ball about the pitch, and I think it might have been telling young Lewis Stevenson maybe to stop running with the ball. I think he's had a terrific opening, whatever, 24-25 minutes.
19-year-old Lewis Stevenson, 2 years older than his manager when he played in his first cup final. Naismith up against Whittaker. Whittaker, a little touch in the back, still trying to go there, but Nish came back, breaks the way of Sproul. There they are, Spitzer goes, tries to drag it across. Well, sometimes that's the problem with the high performance machines, they don't always do what you want.
Exactly, you know, Ivansville, look at Benjamin. I mean, he's so on to just lay that across the box early. Benjamin's got an 18-yard side footer. He would have hit the target and probably scored. He's just got his head down and hit it, hasn't he? No thought there.
Giacomo gets the little flick on. Here comes Alan Johnson. A little short ball, Naismith. Was he caught late? Yes, says referee Dougie McDonald. Well, he's been involved, Stephen Naismith, we'll give him that.
He has. I don't think he's been able to influence the game yet, but he has had Kilmarnock's best chance, which he nearly tucked away. Looking at the orange ball yet, Paul?
I was just thinking, that could be the way to go. Well, the Hibs fans sing about sunshine on Leith. It's snowfall on Hampden. Forward into the box. Ball got the head of the goalkeeper, yells for it. Colin Nish was trying to provide some pressure. Here comes Sproul, driving forward. Good sliding challenge once more by Fowler. As Giacomo picks up, very short in the pass on to Lever. That's a lovely footwork from Hibs. And likely source is Stephen Whittaker. Now onto the other fullback, David Murphy. Murphy taking off forward, good block back. Hibs have got two fullbacks, they just love to play the game.
Oh, they're fantastic players, you know, and I think at times the key to stopping him is stopping the fullbacks. But again, terrific play by David Murphy. Good defending by Simon Ford.
Looking for the opening goal in the CIS Insurance Cup final of 2007. Scott Brown would love to supply it. Murphy plays it in, Alan Cole. Rob Jones comes up, Alan Cole came out, but the captain comes up and rattles the ball into the back of the net. It's the 15th goal for Hibs in this competition this season, and it gives them the lead in the final.
Well, I was watching who was picking him up. It was Colin Nish, and he was never close enough at any point in the movement. I think Alan could, maybe when we see it again, could he have come for it? No, probably not. But Colin Nish, you can't allow Rob Jones to run there. You see them there. He's not even got his eye on him. He goes in, draws into the ball. He's got no eye on Rob Jones.
I saw the red shirt of the goalkeeper move across to the left. I wondered if he was going to come and try and take it, but it wasn't to be. And John Collins with another famous celebration. It's Kilmarnock 0, Hibs 1. The last 13 teams to take the lead in this competition with the opening goal have gone on to win it. Kilmarnock have to buck that trend. Here's De Giacomo. De Giacomo in, cuts the ball back. Decent play. Nish goes in again. Jones scored at one end, stops at the other. Brown onto Sproul. And Kilmarnock rattled. Sproul with Stevenson yelling behind him. Beautifully done by Sproul. Still going. Fraser Wright holds him up just outside the box, but a little bit of pushing by Sproul. The free kick is awarded.
Terrific defending by Fraser Wright there. Electrifying pace by Ivan Sproul. They left his two men for dead here. Look at that. Doesn't dive in. Fraser Wright just holds his ground, gets his body in front. You know, as a former winger, you might have claimed for obstruction there. This is De Giacomo. Great wide play. Good defending by Chris Hogg getting across there.
Rob Jones with a camp footwork in the box as well.
Game on as the sun semi comes out ish.
We'll take any form of heat that we can get. Hogg wins the header well above Nish. Flicked on by Fletcher. Taken down well by Greer. Onto De Giacomo. And it's flicked off Murphy. Murphy has to play it.
De Giacomo's looked a threat. You know, he's on form in the SPL. He's come in and to get the ball to him. He is getting joy down this Hibs left-hand side.
Well, if Killie are going to score, it'll be Naismith, Nish or De Giacomo. They've combined for 24 of the last 26 goals for Killie. De Giacomo with a throw, looking for Nish. Headed away by Murphy. The referee saw the push by Colin Nish, who that time got too close to his man.
Yeah, it just wasn't enough height or length in the throw, and Colin Nish gives away a silly foul.
Well, the Hibs fans sing their songs off to our right-hand side, opposite us and behind us too. We've had a couple of miserable times at Hampden Park, although knowing the Hibs fans, they'll probably be talking about the time they lost against Dundee United in the semi, having been one up. They will take nothing, absolutely nothing for granted. Cole from his Varisnish, turned away by Jones. Here comes Scott Brown, he's yelling at Ivan Sproul to move away. It's the space he wanted. Whittaker back to Hogg, almost closed down by Naismith. Kilmarnock just not getting on their ball in the last few minutes. Stevenson beautifully onto Brown. Here comes Murphy. Murphy, plenty of options. Possibly not one of the better ones, just the hopeful ball to Benjelloun rather to feet.
Yeah, Kilmarnock right now just aren't coping with the system. The Hibs are playing the three up front, are causing all sorts of bother, and you know, when the wider players up front tuck in a bit, the fullbacks just bomb up that side, Whittaker and Murphy.
Well, Hibs have previously failed to score in 3 of 8 finals. They have the goal they so desperately wanted here this afternoon. Rob Jones. Naismith goes down under the challenge of Jones. So Kilmarnock in search of an equaliser. Lost the last final by 3-0. Desperate to get on the score sheet. He with a free kick. Jones with a head flick on. And the corner kick, not by much.
Rob Jones must have thought he was under pressure there, but there was no Kilmarnock player in the vicinity.
Even with the ball in, solid headed away by Murphy. Benjelloun waits forward, tries to make it hard for him. Johnson. An easy one back for De Giacomo, but he flicked it on looking for Leven. Murphy's won it, sends Stevenson free in the midfield. Fowler tracking back, good sliding challenge. Stevenson held up well. Brown onto Benjelloun. Fletcher's made a good run. Benjelloun had a magical effect in the Scottish Cup against Aberdeen. Goes it out wide onto Sproul. Sproul against Hay. Leven in attendance also. That leaves Whittaker free. Whittaker with a delivery. Benjelloun looking for the head flick, and Alan Cole grateful to scramble the ball behind. Stephen Fletcher was involved. Alan Cole had to be there.
Well, the big thing in that was Sproul drags the 2 defenders in and then lays it back instead of trying to. That's going in. That's a magnificent save, Alan Cole. Benjelloun, it's a great header. Going in just, is it?
Fletcher with a header. Benjelloun, I thought he was going to pull the ball back onto Benjelloun. It just shows it's good striking play. One player goes, the other player stays.
Definitely, and a good ball in by Whittaker.
Cole with a save from Fletcher. Well played in. Fletcher doesn't get that time. Knocked down the box. Shot from Beauzellon, picked up by Hay. Killier 2-on-2 if Naismith can bring it down. Hogg with a good challenge to get away from Alan Johnson. Beauzellon. Well, his distribution is so often his trademark, but just not quite right there.
No, not there. He has hit a couple of decent crosses, but Scott Brown's just starting to get into rhythm last 5 or 10 minutes.
Slippy there for Simon Ford. It's the first ever final meeting between these sides. The furthest they've met in the competition was the quarter-finals, with 1-1 apiece. Gary Hay, the only survivor from the sides last meeting back in October 2000. Good play again from Hibs. Murphy onto Stevenson, who's found some room. Closed down by Alan Johnson. Sends it to Scott Brown. Fowler in front of him. Sproul set up by Whittaker. On to Brown, finds some space. Thumped that off of Gordon Greer. Wants his side to come out, back onto Stevenson. Hit off Fraser right that time. Go forward by Levan onto Naismith. Alone in a sea of green. Challenge there by Scott Brown. There was also a challenge on Naismith. The referee had his choice of which one to penalise.
Yeah, I think he's just caught a little late. Scott Brown there, it is a free kick, but I think Kilmarnock are just last 5-10 minutes sitting off Hibs a little bit too much, allowing them to dictate the game, and Hibs' passes getting better and better.
So another set play for Kilmarnock. Exceptionally high, the goalkeeper looking for it and then just decides that's going behind. Gary Hay can often distribute exceptionally well from that left side.
Yeah, disappointing free kick. Andy McNeil does well to realise it's going past, but you've got to get in the danger area. If you're going to get the big guys up, put it in the danger area.
So Rob Jones was taking a chance that time. He scored 5 goals in 2 years at Grimsby. That's his 8th goal in Scotland in his first season, and here it is.
Well, it's a great view of Colin Nish getting dragged to the ball there. He had no idea where his man was. Let Rob Jones overrun. It's a comfortable goal.
1 goal was enough for the quarter-final from Rob Jones. Will it be enough for the final? Naismith trying to break through. Jones couldn't play it back. Nish right behind him. There's Giacomo. Just a little push on Murphy after the ball was away. Stevenson trying to pick out Sproul. Alan Johnson. His side need him right now. Need his influence. On to Nish.
Yeah, young Lewis Stevenson has been absolutely terrific in the first 35-36 minutes. You never know he was 19, or maybe by his height you would, but certainly not the way he's playing.
Nish was the target, headed away by Whittaker. Fowler. On to De Giacomo. De Giacomo I thought was fouled by Fletcher. He was trying to pull the trigger. Was snuffed out illegally by Fletcher.
You're spot on. It's a striker's challenge, isn't it? Coming back in just later. It's a clear foul. Good and easy call for Dougie McDonald.
Well, Stevie Naismith may have to leave it to Peter Levan.
He can smack him. A right good left foot. Seen Fraser White score one of these as well, I think, in this competition against Livingston.
Got a goal against Livingston, 2 against Motherwell, 3 in the competition. Andy McNeil, his debut in this competition against St Johnstone, doesn't have to make the save there. Oh, right goes through again! Great reactions from Andy McNeil, absolutely tremendous.
Yeah, because you could have expected it. I mean, Fraser Wright's just a real ping into the wall and then just follows up. Good save, and if he doesn't hold on to it, Naismith's there to stick it in the net.
Combe. Well, Jones always favourite ahead of Naismith for that. Scott Brown, that's sumptuous. On to Sproul. And Jamie Fowler again. And he does the unglamorous work, Jamie Fowler.
He does, but the skill from Scott Brown was outrageously good.
Well, it doesn't matter. Well, it's wind, rain, hail, sleet or snow. These two teams love to play it on the deck. That one from Peter Levan not coming off. Now Sproul, on to Brown. Murphy waits for it. Scored in both cup competitions this season. Stevenson, on to Benjamin, who's been quiet, but that's often a bad sign. Benjamin tries to work the 1-2, but Ford comes in to help his centre halves. Now Nish looking for Naismith. Naismith takes the touch. Can't get away from Jones, and Jones then makes himself available.
But he takes the touch on the other side of Rob Jones where the space was.
Benjamin to Sproul, Gary Hay gambles. Now Levan sends it wide, looking for Naismith. Jones was up there with a header. Well, he thought he was being fouled there, a little much in the back from Stephen Naismith, but the corner is awarded.
I think it probably was a foul, but Stephen Naismith, you've got to admit, he's a heart of a line. It never gives up.
Heart of a lion, but a very wet mane like everybody else out there.
That was a nice one, Paul, well done.
absorbing match so far. Johnson, as De Giacomo may go himself. Alan Johnson to supply, knocked across by Bozola. Murphy taking a chance coming out of defence, and Hibs eventually clear. Well, they'll play football in any part of the park, but sometimes that's not a wise thing to do. Ball through on Nish. Nish, no shrinking violet at 6'3". That was fouled there. Chris Hogg just coming through, using his height and ability. Fletcher with a head down and goal. Right, rather fortunate to knock it off him. And does so a second time. Well, the opening goal came from Rob Jones. There's only been one 0-0 draw in 19 meetings between these sides in this competition. And no surprise that we've already had a goal.
No, you probably think Kilmarnock have had one or two good opportunities, but Hibs, last 15-20 minutes, have dominated possession of the ball, although, you know, Kilmarnock have had one or two little snips.
Through to Alan Combe. Just waving his men away. Well, this stumbled, it works for him though. He beat Whittaker, now on to Leven. Two in the box for Killie, De Giacomo joining. Leven has support from Alan Johnson. Good challenge from Ivan Sproul, and wins his side of throw.
It was, and that's a feature Ivan Sproul. They did go 4-3 at the start, but he is tucking in as well. Good work ethic.
Brown wins the challenge ahead of Fowler. Benjamin with good footwork again. Sends it wide to Ivan Sproul. Immediately looks up. What support does he have? Not a lot. And just a little bobble away for Gordon Greer to knock away.
There's one of the things that Ivan Sproul receives the ball there, and he doesn't really weigh up options. He just has one thing in his mind. Now, sometimes that's a good quality, but then you've got to hold the ball, maybe wait and support, and get a good ball into the box.
Whittaker to Fletcher, beautiful execution by Fletcher. Can he finish it? Oh, just the way he twisted and moved, got away, but the shot was a disappointment.
Great play. I tell you what, there's a little reverse ball onto Ivan Sproul there as well. He'd have been onside. A good player, very talented young player, Fletcher.
And then we're going to Canada for the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. A very talented Scottish squad going out there to fly the flag. Jones battling, breaks down to De Giacomo. Simon Ford, that was a terrible ball from De Giacomo at no pace. Ford had to hold up, and now Hibs can start forward. Benjamin. Fletcher made the move, Benjamin goes down just outside the box. Alan Johnson against either Benjamin or Stevenson is not a matchup that Kilmarnock can afford to have.
No, Alan Johnson needs the ball at his feet to try and dictate the play. It's a good decision because it was outside the box. But 2 or 3 times in this area, Alan Johnson got caught out 1-on-1.
90 seconds to play in the first half. No additional time will be played. And Kilmarnock have won the last 3 League Cup meetings between the sides. Trail here by 1-0.
Funny where the ball is, you'd expect a right footer. It's 2 left footers on the ball.
Murphy and Fletcher. He's gone for goal. It's a deflection. Simon Ford delighted to see that his shin pad didn't deflect that into the bottom corner.
Could have went anywhere. Murphy's caught it well. I think it just hits right on the shin. Could have went anywhere. Could have nestled the bottom corner.
Crucial moments of this final. A second goal for Hibs would devastate Kilmarnock just before the break. Corner, and Peter Leven heads it behind nose. Looks a bit more spectacular than it was. It was well wide.
Yeah, it was. Colin Nish as well. I mean, he's supposed to be picking up Jones, and he just wasn't anywhere near him there again.
So the corner again. Delivered in, Peter Leven hits it against his own man, breaks down to Benjamin, knocked away. Ivan Sproul was involved, so too was Fraser Wright. Well, Benjamin nearly made it 2-0.
It was a snapshot, wasn't it? They got a little break there, Hibs. I don't know how that didn't go in, but I tell you, it's a pivotal moment in the game. We went to 2-0 right on half-time.
And the half-time whistle goes. Kilmarnock will be relieved. There was no further damage done in the opening 45 minutes. Rob Jones, the captain, well, they paid £100,000 for him, but some things in life are priceless, and one of them is the opening goal in a cup final. Colin Nish not on his man, Murphy supplied, and Rob Jones rattled it home. The Englishman scores for Hibs in the CIS Insurance Cup final, and that's why at half-time it's Kilmarnock 0, Hibs 1. So Ziggy McDonald even having a touch of the ball in the centre circle. John Collins just making sure that the message gets on to his side. And we're underway. And Hibs
have only got 8 players on.
45 seconds from glory. You're right. Here comes Murphy and Jones. Well, they had 8 outfield players. I mean, there's confidence and there's confidence, but you do tend to want to start with your full complement of players.
I can't believe that. They had 8 players in the park when they started this second half of a major cup final. Crazy.
Benjamin just upended that time on the far side. Gordon Greer was in the challenge. So David Murphy will go across to take it. It's Kilmarnock with the upper hand in League Cup meetings. They've won 10 to Hibs 6. It counts for nothing though. In the final today in 2007, Jones battling away with Nish. They were both at it. Rob Jones, he might have been late to come onto the field of play, but at least he's made an impact.
Yeah, the thing is, you said it right, they're both at it. Why does it always goes to the defender there, or the defensive player, and that's it. There they are coming on there. Hurry up lads, come on, game started.
Oh, things you think you've never ever seen.
It happens in the public park, it happens at Glasgow Green on a Saturday morning. I can't believe it's happened in a cup final.
Nish gets the return ball, can't get past Bozelan. Bozelan though going in for the back, the free kick taken quickly. That was good thinking by Alan Johnson, almost brought in Stevie Naismith, almost worked.
The only thing I see is there that surely the Hibs player that intercepted it was good play, was he 10 yards back? If he touched the ball, he's only 4 or 5 yards away from the ball.
Hibs through Fletcher, beaten in all 8 domestic cup ties so far this season. Bozelan turns the ball back on to Murphy. Scott Brown to Whittaker. Angelo a little bit slow. Fraser Wright came out of defence, not kept in on the near side.
It's a great story, Fraser Wright. You know, he's played with Stranraer 2 years ago, and it just shows the market that Jim Jeffries has to fish in at times. But you know, he's done really well in the SPL.
And his home debut against Aberdeen, October 2005, after 7 years at Stranraer. Ball in field. Goes along. Naismith's tackle looked ill-advised and he's hurt. Here comes Brown. Brown tries to get away from Wright. He was flattened. Benjamin trying to move forward. The referee allows play to continue. Brown again. It's taken away that time. Peter Leven was in there. Now Gary Hay. Hay onto Johnson. Nish is forward, that's where it goes, trying to find some room. Nish holds it up, that's a decent ball to Jun Akimo, but great play from Murray. Read the situation all the way forward, trying to get the better of Fletcher. A good high tempo start to the second half.
It was, you call it was a decent ball, man. It had to be better, it had to be top notch.
Here comes Stevenson. He holds up again, he's hardly wasted the ball at all, Stevenson. Going to Benjamin. Benjamin, great footwork, Sproul's available in the middle, back to Fletcher. His first touch just wasn't good enough, and Kilmarnock taking ace to get it away. Good play by Brown. Brown goes in, getting the block. Sproul takes it away from his man, gets away from Hay. Well, Jimmy Fowler uncharacteristic there, and then Stephen Whittaker just thumps the ball high.
Don't ask me to commentate the rerun of that, please. That was great stuff there.
There's been some great moments in the match of great football, but here it was just like trying to get the ball away.
Well, it started with Benjamin great feet, you know, and then it's knocked off Simon Ford. Scott Brown has a pop, they don't quite clear it. Ivan Spill could have played it across goal there. Fletcher was there, eventually gets cleared. But a great 10-15 seconds there.
Well, Benjelloun has experienced cup final disappointment in his homeland. He's looking for better in his new adopted home. Knocked away by Greer. Murphy happy to allow the ball to run out of play. Came through the Middlesbrough Academy. And he's certainly such a good influence for Hibs down that left-hand side. Here come Kilmarnock. De Giacomo taking on Jones, slips past him, Leavens in a great position, but it's cut out by Whittaker. Again, the quality of the pass to the man in the shooting opportunity just not good enough, and Brown absolutely clattered by Gary Hay, and that's a certain yellow card.
I think he may be fortunate to get a yellow. But it's going to be, it's a cup final. I tell you, I thought that was a late challenge. He knew he'd taken a poor first touch, and he just lunged.
Well, there's late, to be fair, and there's late. Scott Brown, all credit to him, didn't make a fuss, up he got, on he went.
Yeah, credit to what it's done now, it's ruined Kilmarnock's momentum that they're building there. That was really good play. I thought Stephen Naismith could have made a better run, maybe towards the ball to leave the space so that De Giacomo could play it round the back.
Rob Jones, the goal scorer, looking for Fletcher. Shouts of handball, didn't look like it from here. Benjelloun in a good advanced position, trying to hold off Greer. Even goes in as well. Referee very close, saying no free kick. This was never going to get that pass whistle on. Greer has to knock it away. There's the defender down, and the referee just going to draw things to a close for a moment. Well, Kilmarnock causing their own problems at times.
Yeah, there were 2 or 3 opportunities to clear and for a final pass. Peter Lever, I think it's his ankle there, just goes over on it a touch there. That's a sore one.
Alex McQueen just attending to him. That looked nasty. He started the last 7. He missed the League Cup tie against Livingston this season. The former Rangers man has been tremendous. Well, Jim Jeffries, if he was like that in the dressing room at half-time, these players couldn't have waited to get back on the
field. Well, I've been in the end of that for Jim Jeffries and Billy Down. It's not nice, I've got to say. And you've got to listen.
Leon will have to leave the field of play. He's wobbling off there.
Here it is here. He just goes over it. He's maybe stood on it for the bench. I don't think he meant it though, but.
23-year-old will be fit enough to continue. Man of the match, the prize is a wonderful one, a CIS Insurance Football Coaching Masterclass. An intense 2-hour training session with professional coaching staff from your local senior side. You can enter it and get this for your own team, a boys team, a girls team, a pub team or whatever. Coaching, if you can agree with Ian's man of the match, Sproul. Almost forward onto Benjelloun. Backed away by Gordon Greer.
Well, Gary Hay, ultra consistent, just makes a basic error there, but good defending with Gordon Greer covering over. Kilmarnock haven't changed their shape at all.
Whittaker on the left foot, think too high. Greer, right for Stevenson again. He doesn't waste it onto Benjelloun. Stevenson, well, he was yelling at Benjelloun and yelling at the referee. He thought he might have been impeded on the run.
Well, he was pulled. De Giacomo pulled him back when he was going for his little give and go there.
Straight to Brown. Fletcher coming back from an offside position, gets involved in the action. And so it's a free kick to Kilmarnock. Only trailed once this season in this competition, that to Sean O'Connor's goal in the second half against Queen of the South. They required extra time there. Fletcher neatly down onto Stevenson again. Ivan Sproul comes to left to help him. Away by Fraser Wright. Here's Simon Ford. Ford, looking to get it over the top. Murphy, lovely pass on to Scott Brown, terrific ball. Brown on the run. Sproul again, almost taking his space. He's done that a few times in this match.
His movement is poor there, he didn't do anything for Scott Brown.
Well, Ivan Sproul just too eager to try and find a way past Fraser Wright.
Good defender by Fraser Wright again. A couple of times he's done that with Ivan Sproul, got his body in the way, drew the foul.
Kilmarnock are considering a change. And Gary Wales has been a sum of the last two CIS matches. They will get the nod, and there he is. Billy Brown, just in the picture also. Fowler on to Leven. Gary Hay on the overlap, good play, two in the box for the men in blue. Nicely walked back, Leven very left-footed, played it left side, perhaps should have played it right. Ford comes up, he's out of position. Fowler knocks it back on. Eventually cleared by Hibs. And Gordon Greer, an awkward one back to his goalkeeper. Alan Cole kept his head. Right forward, flick on again. Naismith tried to get there.
That's a foul. That's a clear foul there.
Whittaker forward. Unusual for Stephen Whittaker, not finding anybody at all. John Collins got absolutely berserk down below. James Fowler. So he can move forward again, running out of options. Picked up by Stevenson. Stevenson, delightful little ball looking for number 20, Stephen Fletcher. And the offside flag against Stephen Fletcher, coming from an offside position. Charlie Richmond has the boards in his hand, the fourth official.
I don't think Peter Leven's moving particularly well.
I think that's possibly why he is being withdrawn. He did take a little knock, Peter Leven. Well, it's Gary Wales who comes on.
Sorry, Paul, will Naismith come out and play wide left here, I wonder, or will they go 3 up?
So Gary Wales introduced into the action. I mean, Jim Jeffries not afraid to go for it. Perhaps it's the right time to do so.
No, well, that's Gary Wales. He's got two strikers playing one wide right, one wide left. So, I mean, that is very positive.
Hibs 2 may make a change. Ball through the middle. Whittaker. Wales gets involved in the action. The former Hearts man gets involved, trying to get in there again. Still Gary Wales, eventually hustled out of it by Beausoleil. And here comes Murphy, attacking, driving forward, away from De Giacomo, who catches him. Well, he claims he slipped, but the yellow card shown to him by referee Dougie McDonald.
I think it was a yellow card, but I think De Giacomo's got a point. I think he just caught him, didn't mean to catch him, and just Murphy's heels he just clicked his heels. Murphy was just a little bit quick.
All right, there's no option but to show the yellow card.
Yeah,
there.
of course
Murphy was away. Dougie McDonald completes the paperwork in the notebook. Stephen Fletcher, Scotland's top goal scorer at the Under-19 Championships. 9 goals so far this season. Potential target again as Hibs try and come forward, but this time Kilmarnock get the better on Wales. That was woefully shot from Wales. Sproul picks up, plays it on to Beausoleil. Beausoleil returns it. This could be 2-0. Fletcher goes for the top corner. Wonderfully worked from Hibs. Applause from the manager. He would rather have been applauding a goal.
Yeah, it's a poor from Gary Wales there, just on the pitch. Really good move, but I think Fletcher just takes a little too long here. Tries to curl it. He doesn't curl it at all. He actually shanks it. I don't know if that's worthy of applause, I've got to say, but really good football by Hibs again.
Certainly looked closer from the commentary position than it did on the replay. Whittaker, now on to Benjamin. Greer just holding off him. Benjamin twisting, turning, that's how to finish! That is how to score a goal in a cup final! Adasalam Benjamin rattles it home. Hibs never lose when he scores. Will that continue today? The CIS Insurance Cup final. Kilmarnock 0, Hibs 2.
Well, Benjamin has been coming more and more into the game. We saw a little bit of skill earlier. So much room again though. Gordon Greer just doesn't handle it, doesn't get close enough, and he tucks it away left foot. Just picks it up here. Gordon Greer's got to get a bit closer there, try and stop it. But he's a fine player, Benjamin, and it's a fantastic finish.
It's his 13th goal for Hibs. Snapped inside Gordon Greer. Lovely little shimmy. The goal was wide open and the ball was slotted home. The fingertips of Alan Combe, just not enough.
That one deserves applause. That is a killer into the corner. Alan Combe might be a little bit disappointed, didn't get more on it, but it was a fantastic finish.
Kilmarnock 0, Hibs 2. Abdeslam Benjelloun after 59 minutes. Well, the Hibbies are bouncing all the way round Hampden Park.
Fantastic noise, it's got to be said.
Alan Johnson for Kilmarnock. Goes the one. That's a lovely touch into Wales. Wales trying to play through the legs of Benjelloun. The gate was closed. Lovely little ball from goes on to Stevenson. Well, more action coming up next Saturday at Hampden. We'll be here for the highlights of Scotland against Georgia on Saturday, and then the big one on Wednesday, the 28th of March. Join us here on BBC One Scotland. We're live in Barry for Italy against Scotland. It should be some evening. I'll tell you what, it's some afternoon here for the Hibs fans. The Kilmarnock fans disconsolate, but the Hibs fans sense and smell victory.
Yeah, they do. The next goal, quite obviously, is crucial. If Kilmarnock score it, they're right back in it. But what does Jim do? Does he go for it even more and risk losing another one?
Very confident now, Murphy. Lovely slight challenge. Lovely play again from Hibs. Benjelloun's made himself available, turned away by Alan Johnson. Kilmarnock are under real pressure here. They've scored in the last 7. The last blank was against Hibs when they lost in January 2-0. Similar scoreline. Kilmarnock always making it worse. Well, Hibs were trying to fly through once more. What a great late run. Almost in.
I think he's given a foul there, Dougie, has he? I'll tell you what.
Well, Scott Brown in the blue boots landing in the net. Well, no lack of effort, but he certainly took a bit of a bang.
Yeah, I think he's just telling the referee hit off the post there. I think he did just on the side.
It's a terrific late run. Look to the left of your picture. Although perhaps he thinks he should have netted there.
You know what, he'd have been sick if it wasn't given as a foul. He'd have been gutted there. He should have scored. But great run into the box.
Goal beaten twice so far this afternoon. And Kilmarnock find the goal, with pressure on the men in green and white. Stephen A. Smith, he wanted that decision, he gets it. Rob Jones is knocking the ball away.
Paul, Hibs have kept 3 up the pitch here.
Hey, forward into the box, Nish can't get there. And again, it's a set play from Kilmarnock. It's very, very tame.
It was poor delivery. He overhit it again.
Well, Colin Nish has really struggled so far. Scored in 3 of the last 8. Jim Jeffries, it's a familiar feeling in the final of this competition. His Hearts side lost against Rangers as Kilmarnock side trail against a very efficient Hibs side. Greer forward, Johnson. But again, it's Lou Stevenson who breaks through. Certainly a candidate for man of the match. The ball forward onto Ivan Sproul. Gordon Greer goes in and flips it in to the Hibs fans.
Well, Kilmarnock have got to do something, whether it's just to do with sheer guts or maybe a change in system.
Turned away away by Gary Hay. Comes Gary Wales. His side shared a 2-each draw back in November, John Collins' first game in charge. They won the opening game of the season between the two, but Hibs won at Rugby Park back in January. And they lead here, and they get the decision on a free kick.
The ascendancy is almost totally with Hibs now. Has been for a good while now.
And really, to be fair, Jim Jeffries has played the attacking card. He's played Gary Wales on.
He has. I mean, he's got two strikers playing, one playing wide right, one playing wide left, and two through the middle. So
Fletcher. Not sure it was meant for Murphy. Comes back to Fletcher again. Naismith tracking back, trying to fight for the ball. Good play again from Hibs. Murphy once more. Ball to Whittaker. Fraser Wright with a header on his far. Ivan Spurl, a little slow to get back up. Fraser Wright. Ivan Spurl. Still Spurl in between two. Benjamin just loves to come to the edge of the box. A terrific shot on him as well. Scott Brown moves the ball down, but it's just going to leak harmlessly out of play.
Far better play by Ivan Spurl. You know, it was really intelligent play there. He used his pace, but he looked up and he picked out a pass.
Well, 49 previous finals have been decided in the 90 minutes allocated. And the Hibs win their third League Cup in regulation time. Or can Kilmarnock find a way to put pressure on the men from Easter Road? Beautifully done. Benjamin onto Brown. Fletcher is onside. Stephen Fletcher looks like he'll wrap it up for Hibs. There's still 25 minutes to go in this final, but these fans feel that the cup already belongs to them and belongs in the trophy room at Easter Road.
That deserves a clap, because that was utterly magnificent football. And you'll never get a better illustration of a third man run. Great little touch, and goes again beyond Scott Brown. Perfect. And the finish, well, clinical. And it's just a really well worked goal. Fabulous football movement. And topped off with a wonderful finish.
He scored in the semi-final, but the one in the final will mean even more. The left foot of Stephen Fletcher fires past Alan Combe, and the cup looks to be going home to Leith.
Yeah, and you know what, nobody can say, you know, 24 minutes to go, the miracle for Kilmarnock come back. Stays like this, nobody can say they don't deserve it.
We expected goals in the CIS Insurance Cup final. I'm just not sure we expected them all for the one team.
That's a fair point, Paul.
Well, Kilmarnock suffered a 3-0 reverse the last time they played in the final of this competition. Henrik Larsson with the hat-trick. This time the misery inflicted by three separate sources: Jones, Benjamin and Fletcher. Here come Hibs again. On to Spurl. Spurl looks up, goes for it. Ivan Spurl, plenty of options in the box. Here comes Scott Brown.
And the Hibs are even more dangerous when the game is so spread out like this, because they move the ball about the pitch so well. They're actually playing some great football now. Ivan Spurl, well, he's given Gary Hay water on the brain today, he really has. Fabulous.
David Murphy wants to get the ball across. Gary Wales onto Alan Johnson. Former Hearts partnership. Here's Hay. Trying to play it forward. Nice touch by Whittaker onto his goalkeeper, who's been sorely under-tested in the second period. So Hibs with a third goal from Stephen Fletcher. He's the first Scot to score for Hibs since he netted against St Johnstone in the semi-final of this competition. He wanted the free kick, didn't get it, challenging it again. Ford. Naismith goes looking for it. Colin Nish. If there's a sick Hibs fan inside this ground, it is Colin Nish. Here comes Naismith, goes to ground too tamely. Stevenson. Well, that's one for the album. That's the first bad pass he's had.
It has, it was. I mean, the young lad for 19, I think he's been terrific.
Preparing a change as Colin Nish just got offside, trying to come through the former Dunfermline man. The Hibs fans continue to celebrate around this ground. absolutely thrilled with what they're seeing. The Kilmarnock fans sit in silence. Well, Alan Cole playing his first major cup final. You wait so long in your career to get there, and then the day goes wrong.
Yeah, you know, he's made a couple of good saves. Didn't really have a chance, certainly with the first and third. Might have done better with the second.
Giacomo. Forward it goes. Naismith, a nice touch. Good running. Oh, Nish just gave away the chance. I have to say, I mean, if there's going to be another goal, you do seem to think it's going to come Hibs' way.
Yeah, the players are quality stuff now, and they're keeping the ball. And you know, Zimmerman coming on, obviously, he's a box of tricks, you know.
Well, they have an identical SPL record these sides this season in terms of wins, draws, and defeats. And as far as this match is concerned, Hibs have controlled. And Kilmarnock nil, Hibs 3 the scoreline. Ford. Almost on to Fowler. 20 minutes to go. If Kilmarnock want to make history, they have to get a goal now. Infield, Fowler almost dispossessed, down to Gordon Greer. Simon Ford tries to drive forward, trying to inspire his side. Watch the 1-2, gets it on to Stevie Naismith, almost falls back to Colin Nish. As Kilmarnock always seem to be stretching and reaching for the ball, Hibs seem to be at ease.
Yeah, and it was good call by David Murphy, you know, he gets forward the part fantastically well, but he's tucked in there, he's a good fullback, should be.
John Collins will be 10 years younger than Gordon Strachan when Gordon Strachan and Celtic won this final last season. For Gordon Strachan's first major honour, this would be the first for John Collins in managerial terms. Ball plays it forward, Fletcher offside.
Yeah, it was offside, good job.
It's your last chance for the man of the match. It will be the man in green and white. I think you know that. Wonderful prize to be won. Intense training session for the professional coaching staff from your local senior side. It can be for any team, boys, girls team, all the way through. Give us a call if you can agree with the prediction and decision of Ian McCall, and you're the lucky winner. Whittaker looks forward. On to Brown. And Johnson trying to go in there. Interesting performance from Scott Brown. He's not been at the heart of things, but he's been effective.
Oh, he has. I mean, I think he had a very, very quiet opening 20 minutes, but since then he's certainly been influencing the game, and none more so than the pass for the third goal, which was perfect.
Teams you don't want to be 3-0 down against. Hibs certainly on that list. They've got the ability to hold, almost pass you to death.
And they have, there's no doubt. You know, Tony Mowbray started that, John has carried it on.
Brilliant again by Brown, on to Sproul. Little shimmy. A step over to Ivan Sproul's having fun at Hampden. Decent ball across, Fletcher can't get there, Ford knocks it away. Paul de Giacomo, so influential last weekend against Inverness, struggled at times wide right.
Kilmarnock just can't seem to hold on to the ball for any period of time.
Here comes Stevenson, driving into the box, shows too much to Gordon Greer.
Well, was. So his chance at glory there, he went right for the goal.
There's no one in the dressing room. Where's Stevenson? There's a man who likes to have a bit of fun. There's a man who's having no fun whatsoever. A frustrating afternoon for Jim Jeffries. Lesh on to De Giacomo. De Giacomo infield on to Alan Johnson. Simon Ford rumbling down the right. To Alan Johnson. There's Naismith. So 9 men behind the ball. So difficult. Ford gets it on to De Giacomo. Well, it just sums up Kilmarnock this afternoon. Almost.
It does, you know, and I said they couldn't get hold of the ball. Well, they passed it there, 8, 9, 10 passes, kept it fine, but just that final ball, Paul Di Giacomo just, you know, didn't get it in the box at all there.
Well, one young Killie fan continues to blow the team's trumpets, but perhaps his team have run out of puff. There comes Ivan Sproul, closed down by Fowler. Johnson goes in. Well, it was the free kick. It was conceded there by Jamie Fowler.
Yeah, I think Alan Johnson was angry because he thought he did nothing when he didn't do anything, but Jamie Fowler did pull Ivan Sproul back.
Look back on the run to the final they've had. It's been impressive against Peterhead, Gretna, Hearts and St Johnstone. Benjamin contributed 4 goals and he's looking for more. Scott Brown decides to use them again. Good play, back onto Whittaker. Onto Ivan Sproul. Sproul one-on-one, he's not too many of them. Tries to go past Gary Hay and Alan Cole wants to come and help out.
Yeah, that, you know, just didn't produce there, and you know, it was great play by Hibs to get him to the ball early enough so he could face his man up.
Well, it's been a difficult afternoon, but it doesn't look like the hands of Gary Hay will be holding that trophy. Gary Wales, better play, tight down the touchline. Whittaker strong with the challenge. And Kilmarnock look like they're going to make a change. Gary Locke will come on. Former Hearts player getting a reception you would expect. Paul Di Giacomo, 100 appearances for Killie, and this one has ended in disappointment. Hey, into Locke, moving forward toward the challenge, and immediately there's something good. Gary Locke, there's a corner kick.
Yeah, excellent first part of the game, first contribution of the game with Gary Locke, known to go and commit men with the ball at his feet, but did it really well there.
So Gordon Greer waits, the cross will come in from Gary Locke. It's exceptionally deep, Colin Nish is there, headed back across, headed up, Gordon Greer goes in! Gordon Greer throws Kilmarnock a lifeline, it's his first goal in the CIS Insurance Cup. Can the impossible begin for Kilmarnock, or will the Hibs hold out? The Kilmarnock fans have something to celebrate. Kilmarnock 1, Hibs 3.
Well, a sweet moment for Gary Locke, having been booed when he came on the pitch here, won the corner, then puts a decent corner, a decent cross round the back. And that's a good finish with Gordon Greer. Quite a lot to do because there's not a lot of pace in the ball there. Headed back to Fraser right there. That's a good finish.
Well, from the Hibs point of view, they'll be disappointed. It was Chris Hogg who got the second header after Nish has headed it back across. Kilmarnock 1, Hibs 3. 13 minutes to go.
Gary Locke has just went into central midfield, Alan Johnson wide left, and Gary Wells went out wide right.
There has been a substitution while Kilmarnock were celebrating. I beg your pardon. Mirwan Zamama has been introduced, and Ivan Sproul is the man who has departed to make way for the Moroccan. Now the ball is out of play on that far side. Zamama on the ball. Murphy sends it for Scott Brown. Fletcher yelling for the ball in the middle. Gordon Greer watches. That's a terrific pass in from Brown. Zamama read it. Good covering challenge to knock the ball behind. Kilmarnock stretched once more.
Yeah, it's a great forward on with Scott Brown, isn't it? Just where defenders don't like to be pulled out. But I think it's Fowler. Look at that. I think it's Fowler. Yeah, he gets back in. Excellent saving tackle.
Zamama with a corner. Thumped away by Gary Wales. Kilmarnock find their way back on Hibs. Naismith. It is one of these things, a 2-goal margin, 12 minutes to go.
I tell you, if they get another goal, Kilmarnock, you'll never know.
A few nervous Hibs fans round this ground. Hibs twice winners looking for a third trophy. Kilmarnock looking for the first time to get their hands on the cup. Naismith plays the ball on to Alan Johnson. Johnson, little shimmy, that was handball against Scott Brown, and he knew it. React angrily, Scott Brown and Gary Locke. Passions running high.
Yeah, I thought Scott Brown was going to walk away there, but Gary Locke went and had a right go, but it was handball, and I think Scott Brown accepted the decision.
Well, he supplied one ball that led to a goal. Gary Locke beats the ball in. Rob Jones takes charge. And David Murphy has to play it. Well, that's a bad mistake by Lewis Stevenson. Just let the ball run through to a dangerous position. Hibs are now trying to hit Kilmarnock on the break. Zamama with a lovely pass. Minutes to go. CIS Insurance Cup final. 4 goals so far. Well, these sides add to the tally. Influential Stevenson. On to Benjamin. Well, stop start. He's got the pace to do that, Benjamin. Brown with a lovely dummy almost through to Zamama. Jimmy Fowler just slow to get on his feet. Simon Ford tries to win the ball against Stevenson. Ford wins it, gets it through. Naismith takes the touch. Whittaker is back, just back to his goalkeeper. Oh, and then a mistake from McNeil. There are times you've got to just clear it, and that's going to be a free kick. The touch from Whittaker, and perhaps the inexperience there of 20-year-old Andrew McNeil.
I can't believe he's done that right in front. Andrew McNeil's done that right in front of Kilmarnock supporters, just giving them a huge lift. They've just scored from a similar situation, gives them another half chance.
Gary Locke in, plenty of bodies rising for it. That came off a Kilmarnock head, Colin Nish, and it is going to be a goal kick.
Yeah, who'd be ref? Every single one of them claimed for a corner or a bye kick, and I think it was Colin Nish.
Yeah, she got 22 honest players out there, my ball ref. Zamama introduced into the action with a long spell out injured. And now here's a chance to grace this Hampden pitch. Johnson with Hay on the overlap. Hay hooks it in. Jones uncomfortable but gets it away. And then Johnson onto Nish. Nish is onside. Onto Gary Hay. And it's out of play. It just takes a little deflection. And Kilmarnock, since the goal, have applied the pressure.
They certainly have. And you know, Gary Locke's done really well since he's came on. He's won a couple of tackles, a couple of good set plays. It's what they were missing early in the game, Paul.
It's Gary Locke again, swung in, the goalkeeper battles through for the ball. Now Zamama. You wouldn't want to go against him in a foot race. It's the two Moroccans. It's Zamama and Benjelloun. Zamama gets the ball caught on his feet and eventually poor across. Although Kilmarnock, with a trio of players aback, should never ever have conceded a corner.
Well, they worked so hard to get back the part there, and then they do that. I think Zamama ran out of legs there a little bit. And they just carried it a good 60 yards. And they didn't quite hit the pass, but the two players, just Gordon Gear, just getting in the way. Yeah.
He's got pace, Zamama, but not quite gazelle-like in his running style.
No, I mean, I think he's probably sharp over 5-10 yards. That was a long distance around there.
Benjelloun encouraging the Hibs fans, a smile between the two goal scorers. 7 minutes to go. Murphy deep, Jones breaks.
Tell you what, Rob Jones here, when he had to come up with a big defensive header, terrific header that set that move off. He's been excellent today.
Jones again with another strong header. Well, Kilmarnock will finally manage to get a goal in the CIS Cup final. Came from Gordon Greer, 13 minutes from time. They're looking for more. Gallagher just trying to encourage his players. And the throw is actually going to go away off Kilmarnock.
Dougie McDonald could have changed it, isn't there? Because he saw Gary Hay wasn't even looking for the throw because he knew it was a Hibs ball.
Gary Hay will be quite happy to take. Brown, Hay with a solid challenge. Ball breaks onto Bozellon. Again, he knows that Fletcher would be there. Fletcher gets the better of Greer to arrive into the box for Hibs. Pull back to Benjelloun. Looks up, see if he's got any support. He doesn't need it! Anasalam Benjelloun gets his second double in 2 weeks and seals the CIS Insurance Cup final to Hibs. He thanks a higher power. Hibs have been powerful all afternoon.
Yeah, they've been outstanding, Paul, and a great run by Fletcher, picks Benjelloun out, and Benjelloun in that situation in the box is dynamite. You've seen it in the early rounds of the competition as well. It's a little long raking pass. Fletcher does really well here. Another team would probably held that up in the corner, but he picks out Benjelloun as soon as he's one-on-one. Too easy. And it's again, it's a clinical finish. A really good goal from his point of view on the breakaway. But again, not great. I think it might be Fraser Wright just allowed him inside the park too easy on his right foot. That's a good finish.
Alan Combe beaten by the power. Hibs this afternoon have the power. Kilmarnock 1, Hibs 4. Knocked away from Rob Jones. Now the ball comes back infield. Again gets played through. Alan Combe with an absolute howler. Combe onto Fletcher. It's a moment of personal tragedy in the footballing sense for Alan Combe. And Stephen Fletcher nets the 5th goal. He couldn't believe it. The Hibs fans couldn't believe it. Kilmarnock are torn apart. It's Kilmarnock 1, it's 5.
Yeah, I mean, it's putting a bad bounce here, but the thing is, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see it. I mean, I'll tell you what, the Hibs fans want to see it. When you see it, it was a horrendous bounce there. But quite obviously, Alan Coombs got it better. I mean, Fletcher still had a wee bit to do here. Keeps his nerve, gets a break through Alan Coombs' legs. I think that just signifies it is not Kilmarnock's day.
It's not Kilmarnock's day, it's not Alan Combs' day. He made the error and then saw the ball go right through his legs. It's a scoreline that perhaps is a little bit harsh on Kilmarnock, but there is no doubt that the ribbons that are green and white will adorn that trophy. It is the right team that's won this competition. Challenge on that far side. David Murphy just needs to get him back to his feet. Well, it's not only Benjelloun that has a little look to the sky. Mind you, 2.5 minutes to go, 5-1 up. There'll still be some Hibs fans in the crowd that think it might be a draw. It's Hibs afternoon, and they have deserved it, yeah.
Yeah, they have. I mean, some of their play's been absolutely outstanding. They get gifted a goal there, quite obviously, but the third goal was that was the football that Hibs are capable of playing.
Well, Hibs are thinking about making a change. They'll fire the free kick and the ball flicked in off the post. Benjelloun cannot believe it. He was that close to a hat-trick.
And Alan Coombe would have had no chance with that.
Joe Harper scored a hat-trick for Hibs in the League Cup final in the 70s. He ended up on the losing side. Anasalam Benjelloun almost made it a third goal. So the changes are being made, and I think that's just to give the players a run out. Hay. On to Johnson. Johnston overruns. Ball back onto Bozellon. Bozellon. On to Brown. On to Jones. And Hibs are just playing out the final minutes of this match, and I'm sure the Kilmarnock players just want this to end.
Yeah, and you can see that there are loads of empty seats in the Kilmarnock end, and right with the first 20 minutes, Paul, you can't begrudge Hibs. They've totally dominated the game, and some of their football's been excellent.
Oh, Hibs aren't going to make a change. Chris Hogg is being withdrawn. Shelton Martis will get his moment of glory. And so too will Kevin McCann. You have to feel for Michael Stewart, who will be an unused substitute this afternoon.
Yeah, you know, I think he'll probably have other days, I would imagine. Good player.
So the changes made. So Whittaker is withdrawn. He's had a terrific match, Stephen Whittaker.
He has both fullbacks for Hibs, as usual, have been terrific.
So Shelton Martis just swaps into the defence. Zamama puts the ball in field. And just out of play. So John Collins absolutely delighted. Our man of the match this afternoon. I wonder who's going to be in.
Well, they've all been in green jerseys, you know. Jones has done well, Brown's done well, but for a 19-year-old, I think Lewis Stevenson has been absolutely outstanding.
Congratulations to Lewis Stevenson, who is the CIS Insurance Cup final man of the match. Ball knocked away by Jones. Our winner of the man of the match competition is Lex Johnson from Edinburgh. Congratulations to you, Lex. I'm presuming you're a Hibs fan too. It's been a good afternoon. Ford knocks the ball away. Referee Dougie McDonald looks at his watch.